Raceway for Import vs. Domestic World Cup Finals. This is the big boy. This is like the year ender. This is one of the biggest events we cover all year. And there's so many fast cars on the property, including, but not limited to, there's a few Street Outlaws here. Believe it or not, I know Street Outlaws normally do 8th mile stuff, but they are here re-geared and they're doing quarter mile stuff. A couple of cars you might recognize. We got Lutz on the property, but we also have John Odom in his crazy looking GTR. It's a real GTR body, but after that, it's full on race car. I think it's a blown Hemi. It's wild. But we're gonna talk to John, figure out what's going on. How we doing, John?
Hey, what's going on?
All right, what are we doing here this weekend? Because you're normally 1, no prep,
yeah.
2, 8th mile.
Yep.
This is completely opposite. What are we doing this weekend?
Well, as you guys know, I started with quarter mile. And
right, your GTRs and stuff like
that. So, you know, just there's been some people online talking shit that it can't run 5s, can't do over 230, and just, you know what I mean? You gotta love it. But, you know, we have a lot of respect for Jason in this race, right? We kind of started here. This is kind of where we came up at. So we wanted to come back and give back and make a few quarter mile passes and just, you know, kind of see what happens.
Hell yeah. So this is a real GTR body, and then after that, full race car.
Yes.
What is the power plant? What's under the hood?
So, you know, Hemi, C-Rotor, you know, 5,000 horsepower. So, I mean, it can put some real power down. We pull a lot of that out on no prep, of course, because you can't use it all. So
right.
we kind of turn it up here as we go through and see what it does. But yeah, I mean, it's a real GTR. I mean, we took the GTR to David Monday and he tore the real GTR apart and put it back on. As you know, they don't make a lot of aftermarket parts for GTR.
Yeah.
So everything else is pretty real. So yeah, it creates a lot of fun on the internet. Let's just put it that way.
I bet.
You know what I mean? We're here just to run it, make some passes. You know, we're hoping over 250, and you know, we're hoping mid 5s. But you know, we don't run this, so we're going to find it out.
All right.
Okay.
Well, John, it was great to see you here.
Guys. Appreciate
great
you
to
guys.
have you guys back.
You know what? We love you guys, right? We're grateful you guys come out and do what you do, and we're very grateful that you feature us. And you know, we're as big of fanboys as you guys as your fans are.
Well, we really appreciate that, John.
Thank you very
Good
much.
luck. Good luck this weekend.
And there's that piece of shit, Jim Howe. That's the guy that's really fast. That guy right there.
Good luck, John. Hey, to my knowledge, that car has never made a quarter mile pass. So John has, clearly. He's had GTRs before that were all tuned up, making 2,000 horsepower or whatnot. But this is like full chassis car, totally different drivetrain, all that stuff. Way different monster. So I'm excited to see what it does. I know it has the power, the chassis, and everything to do a 5, but they might need to take a couple licks at it. We'll see. Or they'll just go out there and freaking dominate this thing and do a 5 right off the bat and just call it a day. We'll see. .232 for John Odom. All right, to my knowledge, that is John's first full quarter mile pass in that car. It was a 587 at 232. That's a big number. That's freaking awesome. Looks like they slowed off the hit a little bit, they backed off the hit a little bit, and then just came through really nicely. 587, 232!
Oh, that's the fastest GTR pass in the world! What's up?
Hell yeah. 587, 232.
Yeah, and we left in second gear and we just turned it way, you know what I mean? We were just trying to get some data to go
It
down
looked
the
like it was real slow off the hit, but it came through the top end. 232, it's a big number.
232,
Hell
big number, and 5.7.
Fastest GTR in the world right there.
Woo!
Hey, you get a milkshake tonight.
Hey, yeah.
That's
so yeah, we just need to lay down a pass. I mean, it's early, right? We got a lot to go in this motor, so we just wanted to get a pass, lay it down. We blew the tires off the first pass. Jim did the second pass, blew the tires off. So we left in second gear. We took a bunch out of it at the start so it wouldn't light the tires off. And so now we'll just look at data and go through, and we'll be rocking by the end of the week, I promise you.
Hell yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had my reservations about this thing doing quarter mile and see what it would do first couple passes.
Yeah.
That impressive shit.
Thank you.
Congrats, boys. That was awesome.
Hey, do you like the Odom spec? Did you catch that?
Ooh, fancy. All right. Yeah. Just for the people at home. Where's it at?
Right here. Come.
There's the VIN tag right there.
Anybody have a magnet?
I'll show you a couple other.
There's the VIN tag. It's all
All
steel.
real. It's all real. There's that right there.
GTR transmission.
Factory GT. Look at this. Come here. All
roof.
factory.
Steel
all,
roof.
all factory.
Steel
All
roof,
factory.
steel quarters.
All factory. All factory lights. All factory bumper. I know it's not a GTR, folks, because listen, when you put this down, when they're building this GTR and it's going to the factory and they're building the panels and they're building the bumper and the roof, it's not a GT. It could be a truck right before it gets the motor in there. So listen, you never know what it's going to be, right? But when they drop that V in there, then you know it's a GTR and all the relief just rushes over you. Because literally, once the panels and everything else is built, it could literally be a truck. You just don't know. But this is the fastest GTR in the world.
It is. So whether you guys at home want to call that a GTR or not, it's got a VIN.
Yeah, I was like,
Came out of the factory as a GTR. Yes, it's heavily modified. The only thing stuck on it is probably the body. But technically, that's the Wait, is that the fastest GTR in the world?
Yeah.
Take that one home, boys. Fastest GTR in the world. Sorry to ETS, sorry to Giddy, sorry to all you boys, but you just got to get a blown Hemi and you'd be good.
You know what the scariest part about what I just said? It's not even warmed up yet. Like, he's got a lot more in that car. 587, 232 is incredibly fast for your first full quarter-mile pass in a car, especially one that fast. When he told me mid-fives earlier, I was like, yeah, we'll see. I'm convinced that car is very possible to do it this weekend.
All right, Mr. Jeff Lutz out here racing quarter mile. You're used to racing no prep. This is very prep.
Yes, this is
It'll be interesting
super
here.
prep.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this in a long time, so we're pretty excited to be here.
You and John,
Yeah, John, Jim.
couple street outlaws.
We've always seen it, always wanted to do it. You know, watching your videos
Yeah.
and stuff, and it's like, golly, and the crowds they get
It's
here.
like the grand finale of racing for the year for us.
And you always hear about the weather, the air. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
mine shaft conditions, and I'm like, oh yeah, we got to try that. And it usually falls on something that we got going on. Well, John and I flew out of Vegas yesterday, out of the SEMA show,
Yep.
just to get here. And Kurt drove the rig up from Ennis last weekend, so
The stars aligned.
yeah, well, they all aligned. We changed the rear gear before it left Ennis, changed the transmission. So, man,
Time to stretch the legs out.
somebody asked if I'm going to run it the whole way. I said, if it stays running, it's going to
Yeah.
go the whole way. So.
What kind of mile an hour do you run on the 8?
205, 206. So, but
What do you?
I don't know.
No idea.
I just need to get that first one out of the way, then we'll start rolling.
What's the high level setup on this car?
It's a big block Chevy, 540, same. It's the same motor.
You've been running for a long time.
Yeah, 15 years.
Yeah. What turbos are on this car?
It's got the Gen 288s on it, same as I've always run.
Wow.
Yeah, so
It's a lot lighter car.
lot lighter. Yeah. So
What class you running?
whatever OE is, I
OE,
don't
okay.
even know. They brought the car here, got it teched in, so I
You're
don't
just ready to strap in.
I'm ready.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Well, have fun.
Thank
Do
you,
some quarter
man.
mile
It's good
racing.
to see you.
Good luck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't think it's on fire. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so I'm right at the finish line. Jeff Lutz through the chute and immediately failed. Immediately failed. And
Heck of
ripped
a
it.
job of driving by Jeff.
How the heck did he do?
Put it in the sand. He drove right from the ET. They were right there with him.
This piece is on the return road down there. Probably can't use it, but I saw it.
Okay.
Jeff, did you know what happened as soon as it happened?
As soon as I pulled the chute, I heard it pop, and then I just started hitting the brakes.
How did you get it stopped in time? I thought you were for sure going for the sand.
No, I just started locking them up, let off, lock them up, let off, and
Jeff, you want to get in? We're gonna back. Yeah. We're gonna push you back.
So they're gonna have to well up a new bracket for the chute, but I mean, 238 ain't bad for like your first quarter-mile pass in 10 years. Just ended a little dramatically, I'd say. Not bad though.
Hey. Look who's up here. How'd it come out? How'd it come out? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's nice.
I think we got it this time.
Wow.
Right now, getting up to the higher qualifier.
So you got the chute mounts all fixed up? Ready
yeah,
to go?
I mean, you know, we'll see how it goes. You know me.
You changed anything for this pass? or still-
Jeffrey did. Thank God he's here. We changed the rear gear so it wouldn't kill the converter as bad as it did. And he put a good tune-up in it, so we'll see if we can go into fives here.
Hell yeah.
But I'm still a little nervous on the chute thing because it's really small in the back of this car. I never really paid attention to it.
Yep.
All we did was put a body on it, and I left the bumper alone. I never looked back there, so what I did here, I think it'll be all right.
Sweet. Hopefully we'll see you in the fives in a little bit.
Thank you, buddy.
Look. Side by side, Street Outlaw 5-second passes. That is sick right there. Not only a 5-second pass, but side by side fives. That was pretty sweet.
That was pretty cool to do it with one of our friends from No Prep Kings.
Yeah.
And Junior come in late last night, and he was very kind of upset that I was doing this, but I wanted to just come and meet the fans and see this other side of this deal. And I'm glad we did, because you know what? You seen what I did yesterday. It was a show.
Yep.
He shows up and gives me that was a low 80 pass. If I would have stayed floored, I lifted it 5 seconds into the run. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it would have been a little bit faster than that. But I'll be honest with you, I was gun shy with the parachute thing, so I wanted to make sure they come out, and I wanted to make sure I had enough time. So that being said, we're gonna turn this thing around and see how fast
Everything's all good.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks for the show.
Oh,
Nice
thank
pass.
you, man. Glad you're here. It brings back memories.
I know.
I remember you climbing out of the original 57. Remember your eyes were
In
bloodshot?
Orlando, yeah.
You videoed your eyes. Your eyes were blood red. Yeah, it's good.
One of my first experiences with alcohol.
Yeah, brutal. But yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
We'll see you later.
All right, buddy.
Okay. So yesterday they made their pass, 587, and they were good. They pushed it back, everything was fine. Looks like some dramatic stuff happened this morning because the engine and blower out, off. What'd you do?
When we were warming up this morning, we had a lifter go.
I'll show you.
While it was warming up?
Yeah. While it was warming up, it broke a link bar.
I guess it's better to happen during
There
warm up.
At RPM, that would have sucked.
That would have destroyed something during a burnout, or even going down the
Yeah.
track. That would have been terrible.
Yeah.
So you guys have a whole other engine for it?
We're getting all accessories moved over, and then she's getting stabbed in, and we'll make next qualifying round.
Okay, all right. Okay, so they were warming the car up this morning, and a lifter just decided didn't want to be part of the engine program anymore, and just said no. Luckily, they have an entire other Brad Anderson engine in the trailer that they're going to stab in here a little bit after they move everything over, and then throw the blower on. They'll be good to go.
Jump one at the finish line. 5:31:08.
So sitting pretty good in qualifying.
Yeah.
Number 5 right now.
Yeah, sitting good in qualifying, number 5. You know, this is really not what we do. You know, we do 1/8 mile no prep, so come out to do a 1/4 mile prep. The car took a little bit to get going. We were warming up the car yesterday morning. We had a lifter break. Thank God it broke in the warm up, so we weren't, you know, going down the track.
Oh, good.
It was easier to put a new motor in. We got some other motors, so we just put a new motor in, got it ready to go, took it down the track, and then I think we had injector plug. So my number 7 cylinder, burnt that up. We took that out last night, put a sleeve in, put in a new cylinder, and so it looks like we should be ready to go today.
Ready to
So
rock
we're
and roll
hoping
for elimination.
Yeah, we're hoping for some good runs today. So it'd be great. It'd be nice if one of the Street Outlaw finishes, you know, with the finals. So, you know, we just love this event. We appreciate being here. Of course, we appreciate you guys, and you know, we're kind of just we want to see how the day goes.
All right. Good luck
Thank you.
eliminations.
Appreciate you.
Thanks,
Love
Sean.
you guys.
Well, we've got a third No Prep Kings Street Outlaw out here, Jim Howell. Got this badass car, big ass blower, big ass engine. Tell me the rundown on this car.
That's a David Monday built 67 Camaro, steel roofing quarters, just a normal NPK Street Outlaw rule set, 521 Hemi with a C-rotor blower on it, PSI C-rotor. The first time running 1/4 mile in the cars. I actually
You too, okay.
just got this car done. We missed 4 races in the car in the Street Outlaws deal. Just got it done. We came off the trailer in Columbus, Ohio with the car. Had never even fired it until we got to the racetrack. Raced our way in there.
Hello.
Managed to make it through. Had 2 invitational wins this year. Finished 6th in the points overall and missed 4 races. Second highest round win percentage in all of MPK. So we had a really stellar year. Jason has wanted me to come out here to this deal for a long time.
Yeah.
Schedules just never worked. But this year we decided that we were going to make it work. And I start street filming next week. So like I have to leave here and go to Southern California and start filming cash days. So with our small tire car. So right now I think we're qualified number 2. We are stretching the guts out of these things. I did not bring the proper gear ratio. I went through the traps yesterday at 10,770 RPM at 248 miles an hour with a rev limiter set at 11 grand. But you know, what do? You don't know until you're here. You don't know unless you go out there and give it a whirl. We thought we had a ratio that was right, but the thing's just making big power, and you know, the prep deal's a lot different than the no prep stuff. But it seems like we adapted quick enough that we were able to get in. I blew the tires
Second in the
off.
class, 574. I'd say that's working pretty good.
I blew the tires off the first 3 runs, so you know, it was just everybody's like, "How do you blow the tires off on a prep surface?" Well, the deal is, we got a lot of bite in these cars. We have a lot of bite in these cars for no prep, and so what it was doing is it was just slamming the wheelie bar in the ground, lifting the back tires off the ground, and then if I raised the wheelie bars, which we did some, and you've seen the half-track wheelie that we pulled, you know, when we finally did go down the racetrack, So that was really cool for the fans, but not
Yeah,
so cool
the
when we
cameras
like
love
it. So we kind of split the difference and detuned it so that it wouldn't hit the tire as hard, and then didn't raise the wheelie bars up as high. So, I mean, right now it's not perfect, but we're going to leave it like it is, and hopefully we can go some rounds and do our deal today.
How's it going?
Never heard that before.
No.
Good.
First round, you're racing El Jerry.
Yep.
1/1000th of a second apart.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, right? Isn't that crazy?
This is gonna be a good race.
Yeah.
We know you can go quicker, but he probably can too.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. You know, everybody was just trying to get down the racetrack yesterday because of the heat. So we'll see. We're last pair out. We should be able to get wheel speed and see what happens.
First round of Outlaw versus Extreme. We're gonna see how the Street Outlaws do here at World Cup Finals and eliminations right now.
letting off early.
Pressure's on. The lone street outlaw left here at World Cup Finals.
Yeah.
What's going through your head?
We've had some rough passes. I mean, we replaced a motor yesterday. We burned a piston up last night. We broke a valve spring on this first run. So hopefully we can put it all together and come home with a win today.
Quarter-mile stuff on parts. Sure.
Yeah, very much. Especially, you know, these are. I mean, we didn't change anything, so we just upped the RPM. So you know, it'll shift later. But you know, so we're 10,000 plus every time it shifts. And so that's moving, especially on that bottom end going through the quarter. So
you know who you're racing next?
I don't. So I didn't see who won.
It's gonna be a fast car regardless.
When you get down to 8 cars left, everything's fast. So you know, we'll just go out there and do what we do, and hopefully take the W.
All right, round 2 coming up.
Thank you.
Thank you. of smoke up on the top end. John Odom going on to the next round. Hopefully he can fix whatever's broke on that car. He's not going to have a whole lot of time to get turned around for third round. Let's see how bad the damage is. Woo! Oh boy. Down to the block. John Odom's team has us down to the bare block right now. It's going to take, I'm guessing, about an hour to get this back together. They probably have about that, maybe a little bit longer up on the track, depending on delays. We'll cross our fingers and get it back together for the next round. So I just heard the announcement they're going to skip your class so you can run all the finals at the same time to give you a little bit more time, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like they're pretty close to getting it back together
Actually,
anyway.
we're probably going to make it if we had to run next round. So, you know, kudos to the team. And, you know, we had all the parts and, you know, the heads were bad. So we took the heads off the motor that I replaced this morning. 4 sleeves and 4 pistons were bad. So we fixed that. You know, we've done really good so far. We hope to continue.
Yeah, badass. You know who you're racing next round?
I don't.
Okay, that's all right. We'll find out shortly.
Yeah, we'll find out shortly.
After yet another engine rebuild, John Odom's back in the game here for the semi-final round in his class. Going up against El Jerry that took out Jeff Lutz first round. Let's see if he can make it past the rotary powered car. Just came over to the pits to find out what happened with John's car, and unfortunately one of the fuel fittings was leaking up in the engine, poured down, and he drove right over it, causing it to go straight towards the center line. All of that work, and it's something small like that, that's just what happens sometimes in drag racing. That's what we do for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the Street Outlaws race here at World Cup Finals. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you guys next time.